Testing, testing. Hello. No Garfield this evening. Sorry, guys. All right, welcome to my old games on a weekday stream. We're continuing the in progress NetHack run with Ooga the Wizard. Yeah, this is like parts. I lost track of the number of parts. I think part 16. And we are here. We'll tell that next song to start. Stop that. All right. That music is brought to you by the musicians at the YouTube free library. They'll nail you if you use anybody else's music that you're not supposed to. Let's get rid of the starting soon thing. Yeah, we got to get my brain back into NetHack mode here. I was just involved in my own epic struggle to get my daughter to bed. It's like, brush your teeth. Do I have to physically do it for you? Why are you staring in the mirror? Okay. You can look at yourself in the mirror for 5 minutes. Oh, it's been 10 minutes now. Okay, could you start brushing, please? Okay, I'm going to put the toothpaste on the brush for you. Okay, how about I try counting to 10? Eventually she does it. But the whole thing is a struggle. Anyway, she's in bed now. And yeah, I'm mostly just trying to get my brain into gear. I'm at a pretty late level in the game. I am at dungeon level 47, so I am into what they call Gehenna, the end game levels. It's not technically end game. It's the bottom of the dungeon, and you have to, once you get all the way to the bottom and get the Amulet of Yendor, you got to go all the way back up and then go through the 4 elemental planes above level 1, and lastly into the astral plane, the final level of the game. Let me review some things, though. I think we're about to hit the Wizard's Tower, which is what I sort of advertised the stream as being about. As always, I try to take my time and not rush things. I read the NetHack wiki anytime I need to. But yeah. Okay, so fake Wizard's Tower. All right, Wizard's Tower, 3 consecutive levels. You have to get into one of the fake Wizard's Towers and find a portal from one of those that takes you to the real Wizard's Tower. And we saw the real Wizard's Tower. You're passing by it. You could see the Wizard of Yendor surrounded by gremlins, hence the thumbnail showing. It looked like it showed Mogwai, but I had AI generate a wizard sitting around in his tower waiting, surrounded by gremlins, and it made them Mogwai. I thought it was funny. Yeah, so I'm actually concerned about the gremlins, not because I'm afraid they're gonna kill me, but I might have to kill them, and they are co-aligned, they're peaceful, so it'll hurt my alignment and luck if I kill them. The vibrating square, exactly. Ryan said my daughter's in Canada on spring break. All right. Oh yeah, but the vibrating square is a special thing you have to find. We can look into that. That's the second from the bottom level. It's the square where the invocation ritual is to be performed for entry into Moloch's sanctum. Excuse me. The thing is, you need to do the ritual with bell book and candle, essentially multiple candles. It's good to review some of these things. It's going to come up soon. You need these 3 things: the candelabrum of invocation, check; the bell of opening, check. Also not mentioned is you need candles to actually put in the candelabra. Check there. I do not have the Book of the Dead yet. All right, hey Dan the man. Got Eric here, Ryan here, Dan the man. All the cool people are here. Hopefully other people are here too. You can be cool too if you say hi in the chat. So here's what you have to do. You know, it's kind of crazy. How do you even figure this out if you don't read the wiki? It might be the kind of thing that you learn clues about if you you can like pay money at the Oracle to get major clues. Or you can just get minor clues for a tiny bit of money. And the minor clues are the same ones that you get from reading a fortune from a fortune cookie. But Dan, by the way, said this is your best NetHack thumbnail yet. Your AI art prompt skills have leveled up. I won't call those art. I don't know. I feel bad like calling that any kind of skill related to AI. I guess I haven't wholly accepted it yet, even though I'm using it. Might as well, right? I'm using. Right. So first you have to you have to stay on the vibrating square. You have to find it first. How do you find it? I don't remember. I think you just need to search around. There might be a trick to it. But anyway, once you find that vibrating square, you stand on it. It'll say you feel a strange vibration under your feet. You light the candelabrum. You ring the bell. It can't be cursed. If it gets cursed, you got to fix that first. And then you read the Book of the Dead. And it'll create the stairway, I guess, to Moloch's sanctum. Yeah. But we have to get the book first. How do you get the Book of the Dead? Well, you have to fight a Mr. Wizard of Yendor. So that's the first time we find him. He's going to keep, once I kill him, he's going to harass me. He keeps being resurrected and gets a little stronger every time. And he'll harass me until I get above level 1. So I'm going to have to exit up all these, 50-ish dungeon levels with this boss type harassing me periodically. I don't remember how many turns, if I had to wager a guess, every couple hundred turns, maybe 100 turns. I'll have to look it up when the time comes. And he'll just come back to life. The biggest threat he poses in... Actually, what is the biggest threat? But he casts some nasty spells that I should be able to resist most of the time. Like, I think you can cast things like destroy armor and whatnot. The big bad one, in my view, is well, if he destroys my armor, that's going to suck a lot. But I should have a 90% resistance each time due to my magic cancellation, I think. He casts Summon Nasties, which sucks a lot. He casts that 1/6 of the time. And what that means is really powerful a-holes appear. That's the best way to put it. If you're in Gehenna, these ones can appear. Some of these big major demons. These are the demon princes, I believe they're called, or demon lords, one of those. And of these, the toughest is Demogorgon. And sure, insert Stranger Things reference here. Demogorgon's nasty thing is, honestly, I think I can paralyze him. But his nasty thing is he has a disease-causing attack that kills you in, like, a small number of turns. I think it's like, depends on your constitution and a random roll of the dice, but it's something like 20 to 30 turns. But on top of that, he stuns you, so you miss so many turns. You might miss from the stunning effect. I don't know, maybe it'll be good math to look up probably, but maybe you lose something like 5-10 turns. So he can keep hitting you while you're stunned. And then the disease compounds. If the disease effect gets you a second time or a third time, it's something like each time the time limit you have gets cut in half or something roughly like that. So you can imagine how those two would snowball, the stunning effect and the disease, and then you're just done for. But a nice thing to have for Demogorgon is something I do have right here, which is called a Ring of Free Action. You will not be stunnable while you have that. And for disease, I can handle it with, I know the spell Cure Sickness off the top of my head. I just cast it, boom, the deadly sickness is gone. There's other ways to cure it too. You can just apply a unicorn horn, which gives you a good probability of curing it, but it's not guaranteed. You can also drink a potion of full healing to cure the disease, or drink a potion of holy water, and those will all do it. So I basically have a lot of options. Talking through this helps me get my brain in gear, and hopefully it's fun to some of you guys. I know some people say, on YouTube, you should get right into the action. You should. I follow these like YouTube subreddits, and everything anybody does is out of this certain narrow focus of, you got to get the viewers roped in. You got to make your video quick and efficient, and, hook them with a question like, will we do the such and such? Or will I win the game? Whatever. I take my time. And this is NetHack. You got to take your time unless you're an expert at the game. And Ryan says, how the heck would anyone ever won this game without the wiki? Good question. I mean, you could say it's open source, so you could just flip through the source code. It's pretty much the same thing as the wiki, except you have to understand code. No, that would not be an efficient way to do this. So yeah, I got to deal with the Wizard of Yendor. I need to get, this is the thing that I've been hoping to get for a while, but I haven't been able to find it. I need to get the spellbook of Finger of Death, because I want to cast Death Magic. I do have a Wand of Death. I think I have another one in my bag of holding too, but that has 6 charges. If I get the Death spell, I'm just going to be firing these Death spells all over the place. A lot of these really tough baddies, like Demogorgon, have Death resistance, so you cannot just insta-kill them with... Yeah, see, you can't just insta-kill them with a Death Ray. But guess who does not have Death resistance? The Wizard of Yendor. So every time he appears, I can just go splat. It's not always going to be automatic, though. I don't think he has this magic resistance. Does that apply to the Death magic? It might. Yeah, it does protect from that. See, Finger of Death right here. Basically, I'll probably have to, I don't know the math, but I'll have to zap him with Finger of Death on average. I would say probably, my gut says maybe 2 or 3 times. That's still pretty good. All right, so here I am in one of these levels that look like a large intestine in Gehenna instead of a small intestine. And yeah, let me just get reacquainted here with everything. Yeah, I maxed out his level at level 30, as we knew. I still need, oh yeah, multiple amulets of life saving. I'm wearing one, and I think I have 3 in my bag of holding, which is look at that. That's nice to have, I gotta say. Yeah. So I have 4 extra lives. The only thing is you have to put on the amulet. If you die and then die again the next turn, that's not going to help you. But that's some good layers of protection for sure. I still want, yeah, I got to get the Finger of Death spell. I actually want to get jumping. Silly as that one sounds. That's kind of in preparation for the final level, where you want to maximize every turn you can jump to skip a square. The one thing I'm really lacking in, this is something that's actually probably concerning me the most out of anything, is they don't have many wands of teleportation, only the one. So again, this is thinking about that final screen. There's mobs of really tough enemies. Standard procedure is clear a path by zapping wand of teleportation. It shoots out several squares straight. Now there's no more monster there because they teleported away. And you can run down the aisle while the monsters on either side attack you. But you can jump to skip a step. That's why jumping is good. So you want to be very fast in jumping, ideally. The thing is, for me, I'm only very fast. I'm inherently normal level of fast if I, because I'm an elf, but I believe that's the reason why. But, or it might be because I zapped myself with a wand of speed monster or something. I think that's a permanent effect. Anyway, whatever the case is, I won't be very fast if I am not wearing these boots of speed, speed boots as they call them. So I could switch to my jumping boots to make that jumping thing happen, but then I won't be very fast. So there's a couple of ways to handle that. One of them is just to get the jumping spell, which I could write with a magic marker that I wish for. The other way could be to use the jumping boots, but repeatedly cast Haste Self on myself. I forgot that spell, and I think I lost the spell book, which is a shame. So I'm kind of out of luck on that front. I think I'd rather go the jumping spell route anyway, because I don't want the speed to expire. You want to be very fast. Anyway, I think thinking a little bit too far ahead now, but you know, I'm getting ready for that end game. Let's deal with the level at hand at least. So what's happening? Do I have a towel I can put on? Of course I do, right? Remove the lenses. Don't forget to bring a towel. All right, so here's what my towel reveals to me. We have a Nazgul. How many Nazgul have we slain so far? I think it limits you to the number of... The game limits itself to the number of Nazgul in Lord of the Rings, which is, what is it, 9 or 8 or 7, something like that. This is something I should know as a nerd. And each one has a ring of invisibility in this game. All right, so we got a cockatrice, which in theory is dangerous. Oh, succubus. Do I want to even have fun with the succubus at this point? The best outcome for a romp in the hay with a succubus is you gain a level, but I'm maxed out on levels, so I'm not sure if there's much worth going for here. Yeah, this is all. Well, this one could be good. Increases max HP, maximum power. That's your spell power. Could be good. But all the other outcomes are kind of meh. Yeah, it might be fun to do. I'll clear the level of other guys. And Verdant Sun says, can't you get a speed intrinsic via eating? I don't think anything can take you up to very fast from eating. If anyone wants to Google around for that. I think I have intrinsic fast, but very fast I need the speed boost for. Is it, maybe it's not? Yeah, I think I just zapped myself with speed monster. It's kind of an interesting thing. The speed monster effect is permanent. Ryan, my constitution is maxed out as an elf. 16 is the highest they can get. I can get 2 more. Well, I get 2 more dexterity, but that's like the magically enhanced from my gauntlets of dexterity. I think I'm at my natural max for dexterity. All I can get is, I think, maybe 1 charisma. But nothing from the succubus can bump those. They're all at their max. Pretty sure. I mean, if you wanted to get crazy, I could like take off all my things that provide bonuses and review it all, but I'm not going to worry about it. Like, for example, my intelligence and wisdom are 25 due to my helm of brilliance. I think my inherent natural stats in those are both maxed out, though. Anyway, back to speed. Yeah, so you get speed from being one of these character classes, basically. Zapping yourself with a wand of speed monster. And then to get very fast, you need either speed boots. Temporarily, you can get it by quaffing a potion of speed or casting the haste self spell. It looks like those are the only ways to get it, I think. That's all, yeah, that's all it says. So, you know, I think speed boots are what I want to keep on. All right. Yeah, so I guess I'll just clear out this level and then maybe hang out with the succubus for the fun of it. I don't know. The thing is, monsters can spawn, so in a sense, I'm not sure. I found a landmine. By the way, yeah, I can zoom through these levels because I have magic mapping, but I want to explore them mostly because I just remember something I wanted to do offline before I played. And let me finish my sentence. So I want to explore the levels mostly because I want to find wands of teleportation. So I'm hoping in my exploration I might stumble across at least another one of those. But what I just interrupted my thought with was I wanted to make a keyboard macro. I have a programmable keyboard. I don't really know how to use the macros offhand very well, though. I wanted to make this zapping the light spell a one keystroke thing just to make it go quicker, because I like zap it all over the place rather than using a light source usually. Maybe I'll try to remember that for next time. So yeah, I'm just poking around. Where do you want to be teleported? There's some money. I really have to decide if I want to try to win the game with a lot of treasure or not care about that. So that can really bump up your score quite a bit. And I have a huge stash in a bag of holding on one of these levels. This one, level 29, bag of holding with dollar and star meaning the gems. So my plan is to grab that and go all the way up with that on hand just to bump up my score. But then you have to worry about the weight added to your inventory and you get slowed down. Do you want to drop other things to make up for that? And I don't know. I'm considering just saying screw it to that. But part of me wants to do better than I did last time I won the game, and go for a little bit of an extra high score sort of thing. I don't know. I guess I have time to make up my mind. Hey, Podesta, new game today or a continue? Oh, definitely a continue. Here we are in dungeon level 47. And we're going to go for the win. Well, not tonight, probably, but... I might get up to the Wizard of Yendor tonight, though. Kablam. One of those monsters triggered the landmine. The maroons. It's in Mummy. Yeah, it's going to be tempting to say, hey, let me just get all that treasure and deal with it if I'm burdened a little bit. But it's one of the worst things you can do. Just having the bonus actions, turns that you can take in relation to the monsters, it means so much in this game. You should never go burdened for long or in any critical moments if you can help it. You can always just drop a bag of holy or drop a sack of anything, drop some stuff temporarily, and then pick it up again. Somebody's throwing acid potions at me and blasting sleep gas. So Verdant Sun says, what are you wary of at this point in the game? That's a good point. It's a good question. I'm wary of not having Wands of Teleportation. I want to have some of those. I want to have my Finger of Death spell before the Wizard of Yendor. I have a concern that I might forget Magic Missile before the end of the game. That is at, again, I draw lines terribly. That's at 93%. So the memory in my head of the Magic Missile is quite good. But I believe I read the spell book. That's right. I have one more usage of it, so that's actually quite good. I think I'm in the clear. I remember last time I thought there were only 3 usages in a spell book, but it turns out there's 4. So I can replenish it. Yeah, I have a lot going for me. I don't really have a ton of concerns. I'll leave the Wand of Sleep. And Dan says, don't make macro for putting Wand of Cancellation in bag holding. Oh, God. Yeah, for real. And Podesta says, where do you get this version of NetHack from? You make me want to play. Well, I am on a Mac and I use the package manager called Homebrew. So I just type brew install NetHack and boom, it loads up. But you can just download it from nethack.org, I believe, the website, if you don't use a package manager. And there's also version 3.7 is in the works. It makes some tweaks that I think are largely good things. I'm playing 3.6 right now, though. There's a development version you can download. I'm just not sure where it is exactly. It's around somewhere. You can just Google probably and find it. All right. But yeah, I did mean to make that macro of casting this light spell because I just keep hitting capital Z H repeatedly. Capital Z H. And what's annoying is you'd have to see my split keyboard. I think I mentioned this last time. Here it is, a split keyboard. So I press capital Z and then I have on this half, and then I have to press H on this half because that's just like somehow it feels very I won't say unpleasant, but like not natural. So I'm like awkwardly hitting this combination over and over. Anyway, not the end of the world, right? A pit. That's a first world problem if I ever heard of one. When I play NetHack, it's a little bit awkward to cast my light spell. There's a wand. Could it be the one I'm looking for? Undead turning sounds great, but it's like, do I even want to have that weighing me down? I'll just dump it. I don't think there's any undead that are going to cause me trouble. And the demons don't get turned by that. So in other words, if I'm fighting, Demogorgon or something, he's not going to be susceptible to the undead turning. You know, they used to make NetHack for like every computer. Like they used to make it a thing, a point almost to make it as widespread as possible on as many platforms as possible. It used to be available for Atari 8-bit computers even, but they eventually stopped supporting that. And I'm trying to remember if they ever supported Commodore 64. They might have. What are all these number 3 then? I'm sure they're not a concern, but oh, multiple demons. Bone Devil, Bone Devil, Bone Devil. Yes, a bunch of Bone Devils spawned. All right, no problem. Take off my moist towel to see again. See, sometimes my Magic Bane artifact can probe them randomly, and it gives you their stats. Just some basic info. The Bone Devil's chaotic, level 14. Hit points 70 out of 81 from that one stabbing I gave him. AC 1. Let's zap him with a magic missile if a stabbing does that little damage. All right. The magic missiles rebound around. You have to be careful if you don't have reflection. I have reflection, so I don't have to worry about it. Scroll of create monster. Potion of extra healing. I'll leave that alone. My random teleport kicks in sometimes. Night of the Living Dead maker want turn undead? No, that's turning is turn undead is a term from old school D&D that means it was usually like a clerical kind of spell. Like if you play as a holy priest type, you would hold up a special holy symbol, and you would, like, you know, depending on the strength, like the level of the undead, it would repel them. It would make them flee in terror or recoil back. It's called turn undead. And so if you were like a low level, you know, cleric, you might be able to do that on skeletons or zombies or something. And to get, if you were high enough level, it might work on vampires and such. But yeah, you don't actually turn a corpse into a zombie with that spell. You make an already undead creature flee in terror, basically. I think you could outright destroy them sometimes in D&D too, if you were like high enough level, or maybe you rolled well enough or something like that. A tripe ration, dog food. Yeah, it would actually be really good in Night of the Living Dead, Ryan, if Ben had that instead of a rifle. He could hold up the holy symbol and all the zombies go, ah! Nobody would have had to hide in the cellar or worry about that whole argument. Or try to escape in the truck. You just hold up your holy symbol, and they're all like, actually, the way they acted in the movie in response to a torch might have been something similar. But if, oh, here's the succubus, I'm killing her. Let me, I don't know if it's worth the risk of getting naked here. If you're really dumb, if I lost the game. Because again, all I can really get is maybe one of the possible outcomes is get +1 to 5 of my max power. I'm tempted to go for it anyway. But that just says maybe the Windows version has a different front end. Yeah, you can use the console version. There's also, but they're also GUI based front ends for pretty much all the major OSs. And there's different front ends. There's some that use very small little, you know, pixel tiles, but maybe that about the same scale as this. There are some that try to make the game look much more elaborate, and the, you know, you can scroll on either side of the either dimension, and you know, there's one that's like a 3/4 view sort of. I think that one might be called Vulture's Eye. Anyway, yeah, maybe I'll go for the succubus, but I think I want to kill the cockatrice first. I would feel so stupid if I'm naked, a cockatrice gets me, game over. The only issue is how do I get by her without her beating me up? I mean, I guess I'll be fine. She can hit me a few times. Oh. Deafening roar, one of those magic traps. Okay. Let's apply the unicorn horn so I can hear again and take off my towel. What do we got near me? I have nothing to worry about. All right. And a gate stone. It's funny, I learned about different precious stones mostly from playing RPGs. Like I remember playing this one called Legend of Black Silver for Commodore, which I would love to stream that sometime. And I learned so much about different stones. Well, not really about the stones, just like the names and the colors of them. So NetHack, I played that game before NetHack. But yeah, you could also learn about names of stones from NetHack too. Anyway, let's zap this cockatrice. That's out of the picture now. A lit field surrounds you. What do we have? A fire elemental here? You feel mildly warm. Yeah, I am a powerhouse. I got all these resistances. Fire elemental can't touch me. So many deadly rays and sleep rays and things like that will just bounce off me. But yeah, if you do want like a GUI, yeah, there's definitely some of them out there. A lot of players, I shouldn't say a lot of players, but there's some developers, every once in a while, someone's like, hey, I want to make this a really, intuitive and playable game. There's actually a, what's that game somebody was telling me about? Maybe Dan was telling me about NOLL-hack, GNOLL hack. That's like a really revamped version of the game. I think it's available on Steam. I don't know if you have to pay for it. Well, that might be worth checking out. For me too, I might want to try that. I don't know if it's I don't think it's just a fancy UI on the game though. I think it's a whole like variant. It tries to make the game like more of a modernized game sort of. Scroll of flame. I mean, tower of flame. Let's kill this jelly. Did I explore here already? I don't remember. I guess not. If there's money about, I didn't cast any scrolls of light. See, these light spells that I cast, I know I've said this before, but it's a good reminder. They, the lit up squares are permanently lit up. And you can see the color of gray is a little lighter than, say, over here. But yeah, I'm really concerned about not having enough wands of teleport. Usually it's like, I mean, they're not rare. It's like, I would expect by now to have encountered at least 3 or 4 of them, but I've only found 1 the entire game. And, again, it's kind of good to have like to amass like a pile of them, stockpile of them. I was going to go for the succubus. I kind of lost track of that. Let's kill this guy. Okay, the Bone Devil just read a scroll of create monster and he created this human being here. A nurse. Ah. Anybody who's watched me play this like last time or any of the recent streams knows that you can really take advantage of a nurse. That sounded creepy the way I said that. But you know what I mean. All right, let's hang out with her. I'm a little concerned about the wand of sleep lying around if I take off all my stuff because they won't have reflection. It can put me to sleep. I can always pick that up and not, yeah, there, problem solved. All right, so, nurse falls into a pit. Don't die, please, nurse. Right, pretty much the only things to worry about are the succubus. This is a peaceful ogre lord. The gremlin is probably peaceful too. Nurse dancing time exactly, Verdant Sun. Peaceful gremlin. Yeah, so basically the 2 things I want to get naked for are the only things around. So let's try the nurse first. I just hope she doesn't kill herself from the pit. Let's do some engravings of Elbereth. Right now she's trying to hurt me. We take Magic Bane. Now, when you play this game, your engravings are going to dull your weapon. Unless it's an Athame, which Magic Bane happens to be. So I'm going to make a little Elbereth box here. Elbereth is a special magic phrase. They had to nerf it eventually because it was too powerful. But basically, it blocks most enemies from stepping on the square. So you can make a little barrier of Elbereths. And yeah, so now I'm in my little box. Little Elbereth bordered box with just a nurse. It's not perfect, that's the thing. But it's good. It's a good precaution to take. So here we are taking off all our armor and stuff. Right now she's beating me up, but I'm not concerned. She's not going to do enough damage to kill me. Or do I want to teleport right here? Alright, I've taken off all my armor. Now I have to unwield my weapon. And now we play the nurse dancing game. Alright, how many max HP can I get? Last stream I had a really good run where I think I got like 40 something hit points from a nurse. And then I found another one who gave me nothing. So that's how the luck of the draw goes. Because they disappear eventually. They also teleport. So when you're on a no teleport level, you can stick around them more easily. So she's going to teleport because this is not a no teleport level. But she also disappears. It's like a probability. Like every time she bumps up your max HP, which she just did by 1, by the way, there's a chance she'll teleport away. There's also a chance she'll just disappear into the ether. What is that other @ symbol now? Another nurse? A peaceful gray elf. Okay, no problem. Yeah, you always got to be careful. You don't mash the keyboard too much. Be aware of your surroundings. If you just keep doing like this and something nasty appears, you accidentally pass turns while it does nasty things to you. And you don't want to do that. So there did something spawn a capital B. It's probably just a raven or a vampire bat or something. Yeah, the vampire bat could actually be a real vampire, though. Gain another HP. Get back here, nurse. Looks like she can walk across Elbereth, no problem. I always forget the rules of Elbereth. You know, there's a whole wiki entry, as you would expect. You know, like demons don't care about it or what. You can really save your neck early on in the game. Oh, it looks like she's gone. Did she teleport or disappear? That's the question. I think she might have disappeared because this is a gray elf, right? And the other oh. Actually, she might be right here. Yep, that's her. All right. I mean, I could just teleport to her. Or just walk over. What I'm mostly considering is, do I want to put back all my armor and stuff just for the journey over to her? There is a pyrolisk in my face now. I wouldn't want him to burn up my stuff. I guess I have natural fire resistance, so that wouldn't be a problem. Alright, I'll just do Control T. That's my natural teleport power. What I don't like about it, I'm a little bit hesitant, is it consumes your nutrition level by a bit. So I'm hungrier than I was before. Don't run away. Yeah, sometimes there's an effect where they get scared of you after they treat you, so they start running away. It won't say, like, oh, they're afraid, but you can tell by their movement. 261, alright. Gotta keep an eye on this vampire bat and pyrolisk mostly. A pyrolisk, yeah, they shoot you with a fiery gaze, which shouldn't be a problem for me, but I still want to keep an eye on it anyway. Now, I think the nurse is gone. I don't see another @ symbol. Just the gray elf. So, what did I get? Like 5 hit points overall? Something like that. Hey, that's not bad, you know. Yeah, peaceful gray elf. Alright, the nurse has disappeared into the ether. She has done her duty on this earth or something like that. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I get from a game mechanic point of view that she has to stop existing or stop being able to help you eventually. But what is her deal? Are these like supernatural, like angels or something? No, then they would be a capital A to represent angel. All right, I got everything worn again. I got Magic Bane wielded again. Let's mop up a couple of these critters. I'll kill the pyrolisk just because. Take off my moist towel. I'll shoot this thing. There we go. It's dead. Leather armor, leather armor. Hello, gremlin. And you are a succubus? Yeah, I guess I might as well try it. Let's, what was this thing, a vampire bat? Yeah, let's clear that out first. Uh-oh. That's right, she can do this whether you like it or not. Well, you can say no, actually. But that might affect her. This is probably not worth even the slightest risk with a potential vampire around. I think if I say no, she'll be mad, and then I won't be able to actually choose to get it on with her later. There's a lot about this one type of monster. Will attempt to remove all your worn armor regardless if it's cursed. They'll ask permission for each item with a probability of charisma over 20. Yeah, 17 over 20 for me. Otherwise, they just remove it. And this, so basically, after all this armor removal, if I'm still wearing anything, it'll leave me alone and try to teleport away. Otherwise, they initiate the encounter. All right, it looks like the worst case. Basically, if I say no, she'll teleport away. But it won't be bad otherwise, I think. So I can, in other words, I can say no and then deal with the vampire and then come back to her. All right, no. No, 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 no. You're such a nice guy. I wish. Sorry. I gotta kill a vampire first. It might just be a regular vampire bat. Yeah, it was. It did not turn into a vampire when I killed it. So now you put on the magic towel of of vision. Magic towel of, what's the word I'm thinking of? Telepathy or something. Here's the succubus now. All right, let's go over to the succubus, I guess. I'm just gonna use the pathfinding tool. Da 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 da. I will walk over here. Oh, I got the teleport effect. It just kicked in randomly, so I can do that. All right. All right. So now, do I want to write? Yeah, I'm gonna write Elbereth again. I'm gonna close off this corridor. Elbereth here. Elbereth here. And hello, let's get naked. This is when my wife always shows up. Like, what are you playing? You're always taking off your clothes for a succubus in that game. No, she's good humored about it. But it would be funny. There was one time, literally, she just joined the chat, and I'm like, oh, do I want to take off my clothes for a nurse or for a succubus? It's kind of the same scenario happening now. And you're like, what kind of game are you playing? Anyway, it looks like a number 2 just appeared here. So what is that? Oh, I already have the blindfold on, so it's something without a brain. I know that much. Let's just kill that off, I guess. Wish I could see what it was, though. Actually, is there any reason for me to not just... Oh, let me take off the blindfold. That would help, so I can see what that 2 is. Okay, it's a... Jeez. Green slimes are killer. You don't want to mess with them. Once they start consuming you, they slime you, you are done in a number of turns, unless you have a couple of special things that can cure it. One of the things is zapping yourself with fire to burn it off of you, which of course can burn yourself too. But it should be no trouble of me just zapping it from a distance. I just wouldn't want to be, naked in the throes of passion with the succubus when the green slime creeps along. And yeah. Anyway, I have all my stuff off. I don't think I have to unwield the weapon for her. Let's do it. She's attacking me. Okay, so we did it. You seem to have enjoyed it more than the succubus. You feel restored to full health. Yeah, that's just the one that heals your hit points and exercises strength, which doesn't really help me much. All right, so where is she now? And the question is, do I want to pursue this repeatedly just for a chance to get 1 to 5 power? I'm not sure I really want to. I have to keep hunting her down and doing the armor shuffle and stuff. It's not worth the risk. The risk is low, but again, I could just have my pants down and then a green slime spawns and Yeah, and so the risk benefit is probably crappy, although I'm tempted to just say, get more power. So I'm just going to say screw it, though. Put on all my stuff now. Stop fat fingering, Mark. Jeez. Well, I got a free teleport. As long as I'm teleporting, should I just do it? Nah, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stick with my plan. I'll go to the stairs, though, because why not? I might want to kill her. It would suck if I'm trying to ascend from the bottom of the dungeon and she convinces me to take off my clothes or something. Let's get her out of the way. Sorry, succubus. And here's something to note about when you engrave in the ground. It gets faded over time, and I think mostly when you step on it, the engravings get messed up. So it says Elbereth good now. But it's stronger if you engrave with like Magic Bane or something else. You can also burn it in the ground with Wand of Fire. There's a bunch of options. But the worst thing is to write it with your finger in the dust, because then it doesn't have much staying power. So yeah, I'm gonna kill the succubus. It's sad, but okay, she's dead. All right, down to the next level. What have we here? All right, magic mapping, do your thing. I'm heartless, exactly, but that's, you know, she's an evil demon at her core, right? So it's okay. All right, so this is an interesting layout. They didn't used to have these varied layouts for Gehenna, so the uniformity could be very boring. Oh, might have more nurses about. This one's a soldier, okay. Bone Devil, Warhorse, Bone Devil. Who's this one? Brock. All the ampersands are demons, for those who aren't following. Minotaur, Cockatrice, Giant Spider, Tiger, Gargoyle, Cockatrice, Minotaur. All right, none of these should be a threat. And yes, I'm going to dance with the nurse. Let's clear out the baddies first. It's funny how baddie has become slang to mean like a hot girl. I've always said baddie to mean like an enemy in a game or something. All right, so there's a boulder in the way, and they're shooting crossbows at me from mine. I guess I need Force Bolt to break the boulder. Hello, Bone Devil. It's trying to beat me to death with its crossbow. That's funny. Warhorse could be a friendly thing, but I'm killing it. It's trying to throw a potion of blindness, but it slipped as it threw it. You kill it. I'm not concerned about that. Moist towel around your head. That must feel nice and cool after a vigorous battle or a vigorous romp with the succubus. Put the moist towel on your face. I'm going to kill this Varrock by teleporting down here. Kill the Varrock. Worthless piece of green glass. There's some kind of potion. Invisibility, don't really want it. Do. Lit fields around you, blah, blah, blah. Oh, there's another tower of flame. Oh, well. Yeah, my boots are already as burnt as they can be. It's just too hard to avoid all these fire traps in Gehenna that they throw at you. Food ration. Another boulder in the way. Hello, nurse. I didn't mean to say that like hello, nurse. It just came out like that. All right. Yeah, I might as well just I mean, none of those other baddies like the cockatrice can come at me. So I can just take off my stuff right here. And nurse dance again. I don't want to teleport. Take off the Hawaiian shirt. I must look like Weird Al. All right, now I'm empty-handed and unarmored. So once again, let's watch the hit points increase, the max hit points, hopefully. Da, 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 da. Who's this Ogre King or something? He's probably friendly. 266 HP. We're gaining some. And the nurse has disappeared. I think that she might have moved. She might have wound up over here. Yeah. All right, put it all on again. Put it all on again. Hold on, wrong order. Take off the cloak. Put on the gray dragon, silver dragon scale mail. Very important to have that on. Put on the cloak. All right. Wield magic bane. We're good. I ran out of wand of healthcare. My insurance denied my claim or something. I don't know. That's how it goes, right? Kill the soldier. K ration. I don't think I need any more, but that's kind of the main ration I'm hoping to collect. I mean, I got 13 of them. I probably can dump some of those even. The big concern will be if famine messes me up. Famine on the last screen is one of the 4 horsemen you have to deal with. And when he hits you, he makes you hungry very fast. So you might have to mid-combat stuff food into your face. And so that's when you need the stuff that fills you up and is very quick to eat. Some food takes multiple turns to eat. The K rations only take 1 turn, so you get pretty full and it takes 1 turn. They're pretty light too, lightweight to carry. Speaking of carrying, I'm really just under the threshold of being burdened. Hello, troll. Let me just shoot him. What am I doing? The troll's potion of healing boils and explodes. Oh no. Magic missile him. Here comes another cockatrice. Step into the trap, cockatrice. Let's just shoot it. All right. Put on the towel. Yeah, I want to get to Miss Nurse here again. What kind of gems are here? Glass and glass. Oh, the troll rose from the dead. Looks like there's 2 things there, though, actually. 2 trolls. It almost seems like one of them spawned into 2. So the trolls, as you might know... Oh, cockatrice. Should I play with the cockatrice corpse? Nah, I'm not going to bother. It's fun to consider. Like, I could just smack the trolls with it and kill them. Turn them into stone, but I don't know. It's always a scary thing. One false move, like, oh, I had my gloves off because of the nurse, so I picked it up, and now I picked up the cockatrice corpse, and now I'm dead. Don't want that to happen. Where do you want to be teleported? I'm out over here. I'll take out these, whatever they are. Oh, hello, nurse. My wooden shield smolders. Oh, man. I guess I wasn't already at the most everything could be damaged. All right. Well, it's a wooden shield, so I guess that could happen. All right. It's fine. What's the number 5? And burden tower. Blessed oil lamp. That can go in the bag of holding. Glass golem. Oh no, it's made of glass. That sounds really tough to destroy. It turns into all different colors of worthless glass. I'm gonna be right back 1 second. I'm just gonna turn off my space heater. It doesn't have like a temperature sensor, so I have to manually turn it on and off. All right. I actually don't need my headphones either because I'm not playing cool music. Maybe I should be playing cool music. Should I just like let YouTube play its audio library? Just play every song randomly. All right, what else do we want to kill here? I don't know. Yeah, just kill everything that could possibly be a danger before going to the nurse. I really want to find wands of teleportation just lying around, but I'm not having luck with that. Hello, nurse. I guess since I'm in this isolated area, blocked off by the nurse, I can just do it here. She won't go across the... Oh, look, teleportation happened. All right, fine, let's go here. Kill that spider. Cool. Now let's just review the layout. Yeah, so I'm good to just take off my stuff, I feel like. I guess I'll do the precautionary Elbereth right here. Take it all off. Cue some stripper music. Nurse misses. All right, everything's off. Unwield the weapon. And once again, we pay attention to the number 266, trying to get it up. That didn't sound good. Trying to get it up. No. Where do you want to be teleported? Right here. Oh, she teleported, but she's not far away. Guess I gotta go across the fire trap again. And part of me is like tempted to be like, well, you know what? I could just every time I'm gonna cross the fire trap, I could put my small shield in my bag of. Rather than thinking about doing it, I should just do it. Putting in the small shield. All right, now let's take it out. With, of course, the risk comes with that, as we've seen before. You can mess up the bag of holding transfer. Hello, nurse. You feel clumsy. All right, I gotta use my unicorn horn to fix that. Cool. Yeah, that's the unicorn horn's a little too much of a cheat code. I heard they nerfed it for 3.7, version 3.7. So what happened there was I had been abusing my dexterity, probably due to running around satiated too much. So I've got a lot of food in my tummy. And when you do that, it abuses your dexterity. So you just do that for enough turns, and once in a while it'll say, you know, you feel clumsy. And then you lose 1 dexterity point, which is kind of devastating unless you have the unicorn horn where you just undo the damage from that, like, no problem. All right, so she teleported away again, and we got a wormy guy coming up all of a sudden. A long worm. It shouldn't be a problem. I'll just magic missile it. Oh, it's behind a boulder, isn't it? It's fun on the this little dead end. Hello. My streaming software crashed. Sorry about that. Yeah, I got a new version of OBS and it crashed. So what can I say? It looks like I lost all my viewers, except one of you. That's a shame. Yeah. Well, now I know better than to just upgrade versions of OBS. That's my streaming software, for those who don't know. It's a streaming application. And it pretty much never crashes, so I'm a little annoyed by that, but it's one of those things that makes me feel like don't upgrade versions if it doesn't help you. They kind of redid the UI in it, so everything's a little different. Not bad or anything, but if it's going to crash, that's a Not great. But hopefully it's just an oddball one-off event. So yeah, sorry about that. But that's life sometimes. I don't know. I have no nothing to say. Right, so we do have a peaceful grail and a nurse once again. All right, fine. Sometimes the administrative overhead of this game can be a bit much. Some newer roguelikes, they like do everything for you. And there's pros and cons to that, you know. Sometimes it just feels like it's too automatic. But oh shit, okay. Stepped into a trap door. So now I'm on level 50. What was I on a minute ago? Was I on 49? Sometimes they take you down multiple levels. I think 2 is the max, actually. Let me just review. I can rewind my stream preview. I was on 48. Now I'm on 50. Yeah, so I went down a chute 2 levels. And let's cast magic mapping, which... Oh. That looks like the wizard's tower. Okay. Oh, there's an entryway there. So that must be, yeah, it must be the fake wizard's tower. And then from there you find the portal to the real one. But let's go up 2 levels, I guess, and to go back to where we were. And I want to explore the level above as well. Let's put on the towel. Let's see what's around. Disenchanter, mildly annoying. Ice Devil, yeah, the usual suspects pretty much. Incubus. So the Incubus cannot do things with because I am a straight male apparently. And I heard that's something they're changing for the next version of NETHACK. You know, I think it's by default you're well, you just choose one preferred gender of partner. They didn't want to make it like affect the play balance unless you choose that you like both genders. Even though some people in the real world do like both genders. So you choose one or the other. All right, so I'm just gonna go. Oh, I want to go to the upstairs actually, which are not far away. All right, I'll just run over there, I guess. Oh, what's going through the wall here? Rust trap. Earth elemental, no problem. Where do I want to be teleported? Yeah, I'll just go right to the upstairs. Staircase up. Let's go. Cast magic mapping again. Oh, this also leads to the tower. So I can enter it from 2 levels. All right. I think I did read that there are 2 fake towers. So these, maybe these are the 2 fake. It almost looks like one though, the way they're like, thinking in a realistic, you know, layout. It would probably be one tower, like one on top of the other. One level on top of the other where the tower section is lined up is what I'm trying to say. Well, let's just get right to the upstairs. Hello, Mr. Minotaur and Zan. I guess I should take out my small shield again and use it. It's good to have that armor class. I'll magic missile these fools. Who are you? A captain. Hello, captain. You're wielding a silver saber. You want to fight? All right, fine. Boom. It's still alive. Ooh. Pair of high boots, etc., etc. A sling. Amulet versus poison. Don't need that crap. Here comes a Minotaur. Being a jerk. Yeah, I remember the first time I found a Minotaur. It beat the hell out of me. Like I wasn't ready for it. It hits you with a flurry of attacks. It butts heads. It attacks you with its weapon, etc. It's like, whoa, this thing's owning me. It's like the toughest monster in the game. Here's another one. Now I'm just like, no problem. I guess I was just on the, you know, the first level that has a Minotaur too prematurely at the time. So what are I doing? I want to do some more nursing. I don't think I'm literally nursing at the nurse. All right. I think I'm just gonna use one of my teleports. I don't traversing all that. It's one of those things where it's like I technically to min-max my game, I shouldn't be doing this because of my hunger level. On the other hand, this does take less time, which is a thing, especially, you know, it's an important thing, especially with respect to my spell books, my spell memory expiring. All right, so let's do another Elbereth right here. How about take off everything once again? Here comes a horsey. Will they respect Elbereth? Do I care much? Let's see if they do. I can always magic missile it. I'll be fine. Okay, it hurts. I mean, it hits. Okay, we're at 269. Ah, and it's gone. And it's gone. Playing tag with these stupid nurses. All right, let's teleport again. Hello, nurse. Get back here, nurse. So yeah, that was a little disturbing that my streaming software crashed. It's usually very solid. I don't know how many minutes passed before I realized it wasn't working. Hopefully not too many. I just saw, like, to my left, I see the number of viewers dropping. Like, oh, I guess people aren't liking the nurse, the nurse farming. And then I saw, oh, there's no data actually being fed to YouTube. Oh, OBS is not running. Trying to think if I remember it ever crashing before. I don't think so. Right, the nurse is gone. I did not gain a hit point that whole time. And here it is once again. Let's teleport. I'm just shamelessly teleporting now at this point. I don't want to track her down the old-fashioned way. It would be nice if she'd give me a hit point. There's one. Again, we look over here. I had 269 a moment ago. 269. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo-doo-doo. Don't mash too fast, though, Mark. She's gone again. Is this her? Yes, and who's that? It's causing me anxiety, whoever it is. Stop causing me anxiety. Let me check what that thing is. Because it's going to be upon me when the nurse teleports away. I'm going to get too crazy here. I don't see anything now, though. I don't know. The warning isn't giving me a warning. I don't see anything when blind or with my own two eyes. So whatever that was, it seems to be gone. I think I want to leave the blindfold on just to minimize the chances of something sneaking up on me. 272 hit points now. 273. Ryan said that there's so much romance drama in NETHACK. I mean, I don't know if the nurse is actually romance. It's hard to say. I think she's just supposed to be treating you is all. But I like to joke like, oh, I'm getting naked for the nurse. Why are nurses generally considered like a sexy profession? Something weird about that. Vampire bat's sneaking up on me, so let's not ignore that. I had a friend who his mom was a nurse, and one day he got super excited because his mom was bringing all her coworker nurses over for like a gathering at home. And he was super excited. He's like, oh, there's gonna be like a dozen nurses in my house. It's gonna be amazing. And then they came over and he said, not one of them was hot. Like, oh, what do you expect? Why would they be hot necessarily? They're just people. Just expect an average person. All right, Ryan is out. Okay, thanks for stopping by, Ryan. I'll see you soon, I'm sure. Take care, man. All right, so vampires are pretty much upon me. Is there anything I really want to have on? I mean, put on the speed boost. I don't know. Let's zap it. Yep, it's a real vampire. Okay. All right, I destroyed it with the magic missile. Not a big deal. So the nurse is actually hurting me now because that's what they do when you do have armor on. Okay, so that vampire was a little bit of a hiccup in the nursing. Dude, oh, the nurse is gone. A pit viper is upon me when I'm naked. Let's shoot it. Boom. And there she is again. I will teleport again. I might get hungry soon because of what I'm doing. I can just like kill one of these monsters and eat it, like the troll or something. Again, every time I use that automatic teleport thing, like I can choose to teleport by hitting Control T, just because I'm a wizard who hit a certain level. I think at level 15 or so, you get that controlled teleport. Not teleport control, but you can choose teleport as an action, I should say. And it costs 30 of your power, which is pretty expensive. But it's a good ability. Yeah, as soon as I'm, as soon as I have a chance, I guess I'm going to kill that troll and eat it, or maybe this centaur. The centaur might be peaceful, though. Yeah, they're often peaceful. Okay, the nurse is gone. And she still exists once again. So, guess I'll just teleport once again. I'm enjoying using my teleport ability. It's I shouldn't be like, shy about using that. It's fine. It makes life easier. It cuts down on turns running around. I think it's a good thing. Even if I get hungry, I mean, there's options to eat here. I can always just dig a K ration out of my pack. I just like to maximize, my food consumption potential. Like if I can just eat a troll, sure, I'll do that. A slurping sound means there's I think that means the gelatinous cube about, which is okay. But if there's anything on the ground that I would want to pick up, I think one of those soldiers left a K ration, but it's unfortunate. The gelatinous cube might eat it up. Anyway, hit points are at 280 currently. Yeah, this nurse is lasting a while. Here comes a hellhound or something. Shouldn't be a problem. That's what I say about everything. Shouldn't be a problem. $282 hit points. Nurse is gone. Is she still in existence, though, or did she disappear into the ether? I think she's gone for real this time. This guy on the right is the elf, I believe. And Peaceful Gray Elf. All right. So I think she has done her service. Thank you for your service, Miss Nurse. Now let's eat the troll. How about? Before we do that, let's put on all our junk. Okay, everything is on. Here comes the hellhound, just in time. It's scared, it's running away. All right. There's two trolls over there. Let's kill them both. Again, the way trolls work in this game, you could solve world hunger with troll meat, because they keep you eat part of their corpse and then they get up and they're a full body again. Then you kill them, eat part of their corpse. The problem is sometimes they don't get up, just randomly. They're throwing spears at me. All right. Eat the troll. I finish it. But once you fully eat it, it will not respawn. And, you know, I actually had concern the first few times I played this game, or at least the first time I encountered a troll. I was scared that it might kill me by regenerating in my tummy. That would be just like NetHack. Like, it regenerates in your stomach. It bursts out of your body. You die. So no, it looks like no corpses left. Oh, it's there. I have to get past the fire trap as well. And now I'm paranoid about the wooden shield burning more, so I should just make it fireproof, really. Put that in my bag of holding. Go doop-a-doop-a-doo. Eat the troll. Tastes okay. Now I'm satiated again, alright. Alright, let's head to the downstairs. To the downstairs. Out of the way, Centaur. Alright, we're teleporting randomly. Let's pick up the money. Time to just go to the stairs. I'll pick up the money. It's fine. Scroll of amnesia. That's an annoying. Well, this is not cool. OBS is just crashing all the time now. And it's twice just now. That's not good. And then everybody dropped off the stream. Some of you guys might come back, I guess. But this is making me want to just log off and report the bug or something. Every time I lose my layout because it saves when you quit the game. So I'm adjusting these icons and everything in my camera. Yeah, sorry about this, guy. This sucks a lot. OBS, I thought it was rock solid, but you know, I did an upgrade recently. I don't remember which day, and now it's crashed twice in one stream. Not cool. I'm not even doing anything special here, right? I'm just using it in a very basic manner, I think. But it's very finicky now, I guess. Wish I could just easily switch to an old version on the fly, but I don't know. Guess we got a deal. I mean, if it happens again, I might just give up for the evening. But for now, let's keep going. So yeah, I don't know when exactly it crashed, but I went down from the level where I was nursing, and I'm here on this level again where we can see the tower in the middle. And we have another nurse, so I'm debating, do I want to just keep farming at the nurse? It's it's such a good idea for my character, but there's a limit to my patience and probably to some of you guys' patience. I don't know. We'll see once I clear it out. Shame there's no save states, says Eric. Well, for OBS or I guess you would mean the game, right? What am I fighting? I guess it would probably be a good idea for me to not be blind. All right, it's an earth elemental. It's making me mildly warm. Okay. Yeah, I can't see that with the blindfold on because they don't have brains, apparently. Umber Hulk confuses you. It's unconfused with the unicorn horn. Let's zap it with a magic missile. Need another one. Outright, a disenchanter. They're not problematic because I can knock them out pretty easily, but if they do hit you, they cancel out your pluses on your equipment and stuff like that. So that's really annoying if they manage to hit you. It's usually not hard though to avoid it. What is this? Oh, Black Naga. Towel me again. Okay. You gotta be careful around this moat. Energy vortex causes a mild tingle. What is that? Shock resistance in effect. When I see a mild tingle effect. Polymorph trap. A trapper. Trapper keeper. Who here had a trapper keeper when they were a kid? You know, I got one. And then my school said you're not allowed to have them. I don't know why. My school liked to make up rules to make kids sad. That was their thing. Where's it, a number 5? And we have a Balukatherium. Balukatherium. Oh, that'll feed you for a while. Well, maybe I'll just go to the nurse. Who's being the king of the tower here? It's a Nalfeshni. Oh, they're a pain. And they're not that bad, but they cast some nasty spells, so you have to be aware of that. You know, pretty much I have good resistance to all of them and whatnot, but you know, they could get me. So I just got to be aware. Let's stop being blind for a bit. Cast some light. Oh, polymorph trap. Doesn't affect me, so no worries. Yeah, magic resistance plus reflection is like the killer combo. Nothing can touch you practically. And plus magic cancellation. A credit card. I think those only function as lockpicks, essentially. Let me look them up for the heck of it. Yeah, it's just an unlocking tool. Tourists start with one. Kind of garbage. Yeah, I have a skeleton key which works better. Be careful allowing pets to obtain credit cards. What are the if your cat gets your credit card, it'll go on a spending spree. No, it'll become difficult to keep out of certain rooms. I'm confused. Will the pet use the credit card? I guess it means if you have a pet that can actually use it. Not necessarily a dog or cat. All right, let's drop the credit card. Well, let me just try to identify it for the heck of it. Maybe it's the artifact credit card. No, it's not. Okay. That would have been interesting. Zap the E. More gold. Anti-magic field. What are you going to do? Hello, Olog High. Yeah, flee, you little chicken. Oops. Tower of Flame once again. Eric says, I enjoy the weird items in this game. Oh, there's a lot of one. The tourist artifact thing you can get. You know how everybody, every character class has a special artifact that they get from winning the quest. Want a speed monster. I really want teleport so badly. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, the tourist thing is called tourist quest artifact is the Platinum Yendorian Express card. And that thing, I'm pretty sure you can buy stuff with it, right? No, actually not. You charge up things, like you charge up a wand, for example. It's like a reusable scroll of charging, which is great. It's one of the best artifacts in the game, they say. Yeah, wow. Yeah, that's quite cool. Just you can repeatedly charge it. Like they say, a bag of tricks is one example. Bag of tricks makes monsters appear. All right. So, yeah, I guess I'll keep exploring. You know, mostly because I just want to find wands of teleportation specifically. What is this pair of old gloves? Interesting. I just found some gauntlets of power lying around on the ground. I thought they would be special because it was like an unknown type of glove to me. So yeah, I was just remembering why I don't want to use it. They're going to hinder my spell casting too much. That's why it's generally advised that a late game wizard gets gauntlets of dexterity, not power. But yeah, these are usually for like a fighter type. These are like a must-have in this game. But unfortunately for me, I have to leave those on the ground. You don't have to, but I don't want to lug it around for no reason. And once again, I am clumsy from running around satiated, so I apply the unicorn horn and I'm back in business. Some more money. I don't know. I might just ditch the money. I don't know. There's just so much of it. I hate thinking about it. 32,648 plus that stash on level whatever it was, 29 or something. Yeah. I don't know. I'm deferring the decision to that point. I'll have to drop a lot of other stuff. Here comes a it's enchanter. We don't want to let him hit me. Okay. Fluoride stone. I guess what I'll have to do is once I'm heading back up the dungeon, I will go to level 29, find my stash, decide there what can I part with while trying to maximize my treasure. Or maybe I'll say I'll just get the gems and not the coins, or I don't know what I'll say. Olakai. I'm a little bit hungry again, so let's eat some olakai perhaps. Fire trap. I hate that I'm making this protective measure. Let me remind myself how I can fireproof the small shield or anything. I think you need to read enchant armor while confused. Which would mean I would need to like write a enchant armor with magic marker or something probably. Yeah. So you have to read it while confused. If you read a cursed one while confused, it removes the erosion proof status. We don't want that. Well, you know, maybe if I come across enchant armor, I'll just do that. Well, let me check out my magic marker status. I think I have like a couple of very low charge ones. Yeah, one of them's empty. I can always use a scroll of charging on it. I mean, I probably want them anyway. It's not really worth it for enchant armor, I feel like. But yeah, at some point I'm going to use those. And I have to consider how I want to play this. I have a few wishes too. I should probably get that Spellbook of Finger of Death out of the way. I should probably prepare for that. So I can charge up a magic marker or wish for a new one. I could just wish for the spellbook directly. It's a possibility. But generally, I think the magic marker is a better option. The only thing is I have two blank paper scrolls or spell books. And I have to decide what I want to use those two for. Yeah, I guess one of them will be Finger of Death. The other will probably be Jumping. But the upside to wishing for Finger of Death directly would be I wouldn't use up a blank spell book. It would be a new spell book. But if I wish for, or if I charge up perhaps a magic marker, that might be less expensive, sort of, if you know what I mean. How does the charging work again? I might want to charge something now. Do I have scroll of charging right now? I think I have at least one. I have one blessed scroll of charging. All right. Did I already use one of my wand of wishing, by the way? Yeah, the number 1 here means I used one charging scroll on it. Okay, let me think about this. The blessed status of the scroll of charging, if I recall correctly, it's kind of overkill, kind of wasted on the magic marker, but it's a great thing to charge up. Excuse me. And you can see here that the Finger of Death is one of the most expensive, ink expensive spells to write. It's that second number, 30. It's going to be a random number between 35 and 69 charges. I might need a fresh magic marker just for that. When you charge it, I wish I had the Platinum Yendorian Express card, honestly. But when you charge it, it'll add... Right, so magic markers are special. They do like a roundup. So, long story short, if I charged my magic marker, it's going to have 50 charges. And the Finger of Death might use more than that. So that would be like a coin flip, roughly. If I can even write it, it might run out midway. Yeah, look at this is what would happen. That would be a bad outcome. I would use basically I'd waste the magic marker and the written item will be useless. The spellbook would clear itself. Okay, the spellbook would just be blank again, I guess. So, how many charges does it start with when you get a magic marker? It's generated with 30 to 99. Ugh. Hey, it's gonna be hard to write this spellbook. I might just wish for it directly. That might be the way to go. Otherwise, if you charge... yeah, it's only going to go up to 50 if I charge. Kind of hate to use this wish, but yeah, I got 4 of them. And this is the thing I need. All right, I think I'm going to do it. So, I'm wishing for a spell book. What do I want? Blast? I guess I want blast, right? Where's our wishing strategy thingy? Here's another page on a different site. That's the same information. Maybe it's buried in here somewhere. I don't know. Strategy. Here we go. What not to wish for? Yeah. You can ask an IRC what to wish for. That'll be my strategy. Ask an IRC. All right, I guess they don't really cover spellbooks much. Yeah, I think generally you want to wish for a magic marker to write stuff and not the scroll or spellbook directly. But I think this is a special case because it uses so many charges, and the magic marker might not even have enough charges to begin with to write the scroll. But it just occurred to me. An idea just occurred to me. Magic marker starts with 30 to 99, and I need to have how much for? I need to have 69 for Finger of Death to be guaranteed to be writable. So what if I just wish for a fresh magic marker? And then the charging logic is, yeah, look at that. It'll add 15 to 30 if I use the blessed charging, which is what I have. And then it'll round up to 50 or 75. So in other words, first, it'll be a random number between 30 and 99 charges. Let's say for the sake of the example, it's 40. So then I could use blessed charge, which would take it to either like 55 or 70. And then it would get rounded up to 75. So I'm getting at it, if I wish for a magic marker, I could just hope that it's at least 69 charges. But if it's not, then I can use the scroll of charging. And I'll have at least 75 probably. I could write the Finger of Death and then possibly have leftover charges depending on how my luck goes. Yeah. I think that's a good way to go. I'm going to go that way. It's a little complicated, but the game is complication. All right, so here I am going to wish for a magic marker is a good wish in general. Yeah. And hopefully the math, the luck factor will work out in my favor. They don't even have to use the charging, but that's kind of the main thing I want the charging scroll for. I can always wish for more scrolls of charging down the line even. Let me just make sure I only have the one blessed. Do I have another one as well? It doesn't look like it. You can even write scrolls of charging. How much do they cost to write? It almost seems like they need to be expensive. It's not that expensive, actually. So it costs 8 to 15 charges to write scroll of charging. Now some new gears are spinning in my head. Like, All right, well, for now I'm going to go with the plan I stated. All right, here we go. It's always exciting when you're going to wish for something. Oh, well, I'm here. Let's see. This scroll of magic mapping is unknown. So let's identify it for the fun of it. Starting to wonder if I need to hoard these scrolls of magic mapping if I have this spell. It's almost out, but how many usages of the spell book do I have? Oh, did I dish the magic mapping? Jeez. Why did I do that? Maybe it got destroyed or something. Or is it stashed somewhere? Got the spellbook of Charm Monster here. The plus means spellbook. Plus of Charm Monster. Spellbook of Levitation. Stone to Flesh. Healing. Yeah, it looks like I lost that spellbook somehow, probably. Okay, I mean, that kind of makes sense. Have some scrolls then. Okay, this is going to run out soon. It's in the range of 1 to 10% my retention of it. So no more remapping of everything. But yeah, I'll just use the scrolls at that point. All right. All right, let's stick with the plan. Take out the Wand of Wishing. It's always exciting to use. And we're going to go with just a basic uncursed magic marker. And we'd like to look up this one spoiler that tells you exactly what strings to write, just because I get paranoid. Maybe getting it wrong. Yeah, you just do uncursed magic marker. When you look at all the other high priority things, I don't really need them. Potentially this, though, 2+ scrolls of charging could be good to have again. I can't charge the wand of wishing again because I already did it once. All right, so let's do an uncursed magic marker. Everything's spelled correctly. Uncursed magic marker. Boom. Identified. Hopefully we lucked out with the charges. 76. That's enough to cover the maximum of 69 for the spell book of Finger of Death. All right, here we go. We're going to have the instant death spell at our fingertips. Let's put in these random stones into the bag while we're thinking about that. All right, so first things first, we're going to take out a spell book of blank paper. Is it worth making it blessed? I feel like that only helps you be more guaranteed to read the spell book, but I'm so good at that naturally that it shouldn't matter. Let me just verify though. If it's blessed, you always succeed, basically. Yeah, that seems to be the deal. But there's a whole formula here. Int +4 plus experience level over 2 minus book level times 2 over 20. So for me, this is, my int is 25. So it'd be like 25 plus 4. And that becomes, of course, 29. Plus my experience level over 2. So 50 over 2 is 15. This all becomes 44. Minus the book level times 2. What the heck is the book level? I forget. Is the book level? 7. Okay. So where were we? 40 something. Oops. Where was that formula? Can't seem to find it now. Here we go. So once again, this was 29 plus 15 is 44. Minus the book level times 2. So that becomes minus 14. So 30 over 20 is the, the final probability. So in other words, I automatically read it. If I understand this correctly. Yeah, I think I'm good. I can also put on the lenses to have an increased probability with that. I'm already above 100% as we already covered. So yeah, let's write. So we're gonna apply magic marker. Always exciting. Spell book of blank paper. We're gonna write. We can just write Finger of Death, right? I'm just being paranoid here. Bear with me a second. You can write spell name because I'm a cool wizard or something. I forget exactly why, but I think for some, yeah, so wizards can just write them based on the name of the spell, even if you don't know what it is. But I think other people have to identify it first, or write the I don't know. I don't remember the exact logic, but I think I'm in a situation where I can just type any spell. Should be looking at magic marker. Anyway, here I am. I'm already at the prompt to type it. So what else am I gonna do? I might as well just do it. No going back now. All right, that's right. There's a writing chance success. Yeah, yeah, that's right. If you're a non-wizard, look at this. So it depends on your luck, which I'm pretty sure I'm at greater than or equal to 11. I have a 98% chance of writing it successfully. I could still fail. This is for an unknown. I think this is for unknown. Yeah. Right, so I have merely a 98% chance of success. There we go. Finger of Death. The spellbook warps strangely, then turns copper. An uncursed copper spellbook. Let's identify it. Uncursed spellbook of Finger of Death. Well, let's get reading. You stopped studying because this winged gargoyle showed up. All right. Let's zap it. Killed it. Okay, cool. Let's continue reading. Continue your efforts, and the teleport kicked in. Okay. You add Finger of Death to your repertoire. Ha ha ha. Beautiful. Can't wait to try that out. Right. Now we can put Finger of Death into the bag of holding. We're now unencumbered. All right, so where the heck were we? I kind of got so lost in thought about the wishing and spellbook and all that stuff. I don't know what's going on the level here. Let's put the wand of wishing with 2 charges into the bag of holding. That actually has 1 extra charge as well, because you can rest out 1 final charge. It's like squeezing the remainder of the toothpaste out of the tube. Right, let's put on the moist towel, see what's about. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna head to that tower soon enough. Did I already check out this wand? I think I did. Yeah, it's Speed Monster. Oh, I already. That's right. There's a dead end here. Hello, Minotaur. Oh, it's an Etten. Boop. What do we got here? Ah, here we go. Looks like a perfect time to test out the death spell. Can a rock resist death? I think probably not. They're a weakling kind of demon. I mean, not a weakling, but to me, they're no problem. They have death resistance. All right, so no point in wasting it on him. Okay. It might be that all the demons have death resistance. I'm just reading here. It's like other demons, so that would be a waste of it. Let's just use a magic missile, I suppose. All right. Kill the frog. You hit the white dragon. I'll just punch. I'll just stab the dragon to death at this point. Extra healing potion. Scroll of teleport's always nice, but I probably got like a million of them. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know if I have any need for teleportation scrolls really with my inherent ability to teleport. Magic missile his face again. Just exploring the crevices, the nooks and crannies of this level. What is this sack? Let's identify it. It's a sack containing 1 item. Okay. Let's apply the sack. Take something out. A violet spellbook? I don't know. That's interesting. It's Confused Monster. Might as well read it. I've got quite a repertoire here. Look at this. I don't think that's one I necessarily want to hold on to, though. I'll throw it in the bag and see if I can hold it. I don't know. I might need to ditch it. That's not what I... Yeah, I'm still burdened. Spellbooks are quite heavy. I read Finger of Death. I should be naming these better. I don't know if I read Fireball. I might have. I read Finger of Death once. Now, too bad I can't confuse myself with Confused Monster, because it's good to be confused sometimes for the extra scroll effects. Remove Curse. I have a paranoia about things cursing me, but it's so rare for that. I don't know if it actually can happen with my resistance to magic. But that can really suck otherwise. Like when it does happen. I think I'll just dump this new spellbook, honestly. Let's just do that. Let's annotate spellbook of Mons. Alright. Oh, we're still burdened, huh? Oh, I didn't actually drop the spellbook. But I'm still burdened. Well, we'll put in the money. The magic marker, I guess, was 19 charges. Oh, let's drop that sack. We don't want... That's what's doing it. The sack took me over the edge. Another rock. Just go stabby stab on his face. Squeaky board. Teleportation kicked in. I wonder why the sack is so heavy. Huh. Teleportation trap. Leather armor and some rocks. Obsidian stone, sure. Oops. There comes a Zorn. I just walked through the wall because that's what they do. Take that, you Zorn. I don't want to be teleported. All right, I think I'm just going to backtrack and might be time to cross this moat. So, how does this work? Do I have to break through the wall with a wand of digging or something? Let's check it out in ye old wiki. Wiki, wiki, wiki. Fake Wizard's Tower. So one of them contains a magic portal to the real Wizard's Tower. Okay. Digging is required to enter this tower. Teleporting in will fail and place you randomly in the level outside the tower. All right, so let's just use a wand of digging. And we want to levitate over the moat. So let's take off slow digestion ring and put on levitation. Super important. Could be a game breaker if you forgot about that. What are those monsters in there? One is a vampire bat. One is a Nalfashni. Yeah. I mean, I killed a few Nalfashnis before, but I remember saying to myself, oh, they're casting some serious spells here. I gotta not take them, you know, for granted, not basically take them seriously. But for now, I guess I'm just blasting a wand of digging to the left direction. Let's take one out of the old bag of holding. Excuse me. Okay. All right, lit field. Now I can see I dug a hole through it, and let's start blasting the Nalfashni with the magic missile. Okay, the vampire bat turned into a vampire lord. Let's blast again. Kill the now fashioning, kill the vampire lord. Beautiful. Confirming we're levitating before I walk into the moat. Whoa. I went to get the potion, but I went into the portal by accident, which is taking me into the real wizard tower, right? If we read, from my understanding, it said the real wizard tower was in one of the two fake towers via a magic portal, so I think I'm in it. Do I have to dig here? What is this number 5 coming up? Use light again. It's a dragon. Let's test my new death spell on it. Oh, it blinded me with its flash of lightning. It helps me see what's going on. Got some killer bees. The killer bees. Baby yellow dragon, vampire bat, python, vrock, balrog, lurker above, Marilith, incubus. All right, a bunch of crap. I was actually on the level before, but I couldn't, this level, but I couldn't enter this section. All right, let's apply unicorn horn so I can see again. Let's try our newfound finger of death. Now take a look at my power. It might cost quite a bit. I'm actually already down a bit of power. Let's cast it. Finger of death. Look how much that cost. It cost, is that 40? That's quite a lot. I blasted it to the left. It killed that blue dragon. It bounces. So if you didn't have reflection, you'd have to be super careful of that. If you don't want the death ray to reflect. Oh, look at this. I was thinking I wanted to fireproof something before, and yeah, I needed enchant armor to do that. And here it is. I can unlevitate now. Let's see if it's blessed, cursed, or whatnot by identifying it. It's uncursed. So yeah, I think the play here is make myself confused, take off everything but the thing I want to fireproof. I mean, it'll take away the burnt damage as well as make it fireproof. So I want to do both these things. However, I can only do one at the moment. I guess I'll start with the small shield, because that has more of a bottom for it to go to. Like that's the pair of boost of speeds. It's already at the bottom due to the degree of burning. All right, so can I make myself confused? Do I have a scroll of confusion? Wait a minute, what? It's a potion of confusion. Scroll of confused monster. That'll confuse the monsters around you. I'm looking for a potion of confusion. Yeah, I saved one. All right. I know they're valuable to have for situations like this. Okay, so I'm going to drink that. And then read enchant armor. But I got to make sure I take off everything but the thing I want to fireproof. So let's go with the +5 small shield. The hair on the back of your neck stands up. Always comforting. All right, so quaff potion, drink, quaff potion, read, scroll. Let's do it. I'm confused. I read the scroll. All right, being confused, you mispronounced the magic words. Klaatu, Varata, Your small shield is covered by a shimmering golden layer. Your small shield looks good as new. All right, it is now a blessed fireproof +5 small shield. So it took away the burn damage, and it can no longer be burnt. Now, let's, I guess, undo the confusion. The unicorn horn right away. Put back on all the armor. All good, yep. Okay, we don't care about the destroy armor. Or the blue dragon corpse. All right, so what's the play here? Do I have to dig through these walls too? We're in the... I guess we're in the real Wizard's Tower. We should be, right? We went in that portal. I do wish I could pick up that potion that was on the same screen as the portal. Same square, I mean. Yeah, so this is it. This is the bottom level of the real Wizard's Tower, isn't it? Okay, so what do you... Oh, you have to find the secret doors. Okay. I mean, fine. I'm using the word loosely. Looking at where they are in the spoiler. All these capital S's are that. Secret doors. Okay, no problem. And you know, they mentioned that there are sea creatures as well as like a lich. I have genocided those, so they will not be here. There's going to be a hive of bees and stuff, though. Not really scared of those. If I get killed by the bees, I'm doing something wrong at this point. Hello. Lump of royal jelly. Oh. Got some more royal jelly. Amulet of ESP. That just gives you telepathy, which I have from the floating eye 8 ages ago. Potion of paralysis. That can be good offensively a little bit. I don't know if I want to bother though. I think I have one of them. Can't carry everything. I might want to ditch holy water at some point. Even some of these full healings, they're just weighing me down mostly. Two curse potions of gain levels are going to be good for getting out later when I have to ascend through the dungeon. All right. Can I hold it? It's curse paralysis. Does that mean it paralyzes you more or less because it's cursed? I feel like it's the standard use case would be you're drinking it, so it'd probably be paralyzing you for longer. But I wonder if that makes it a more effective weapon when you throw it at others. Yeah, longer amount of turns if you're cursed. I'm not sure if that's only for when you drink it though. Like it might not matter for as a thrown weapon, but I'm not sure. I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, so now I'm still burning though. I don't know. What am I even gonna use a blessed potion of levitation for? When I have the ring. Yeah, it's time to do a little bit of house cleaning if I can here. It hurts to do. I mean, it's like a lot of these could be awesome. I'm gonna ditch a regular potion of water because I don't see myself blessing it for the rest of the game, pretty much. Go with that. All right, that's the house cleaning for now. All right, so there's gonna be more secret doors around. Here's one. Oh, it's a purple worm. And what's this? A towel. Okay. Baby purple worm. Baby worm. Do, 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 do. Purple worm. Do, 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 do. Don't forget to wear a towel. What time is it in real life? 11:30. Okay. Hello, who are you, Incubus? Yep. All right, let's fight Incubus. Splat. Oh, it's a green slime. Let's step away. Killed it. If I want to die right now, I could just eat that glob of green slime. Game over. Oh, it's a Marilith. I should be shooting that. Doth pain excite thee? Wouldst thou prefer the whip? Yeah, I think those are these multi-armed demons. Do they have a serpent body too? Yeah, they have like a snake body. They look like this. I guess she's taunting me. They're six armed wonders and mind dancers to the highest degree. That's just a D&D reference here, though. Let's see what it says in the NetHack wiki. I mean, they're not going to be a problem, I'm sure, but I think I already killed some of them, honestly. They're quite fast. Let's just shoot them. I imagine they're brandishing their swords in their 6 arms in a very, like flamboyant way. And then I do the Indiana Jones thing. With the magic missile. See, there you go. Yeah. Getting all fancy with your blades and your 6 arms. I don't know, just shoot you. Right, scroll to create monster. Alright, we're getting close to the middle here. So Verdant Sun says, I always like the lore given at the end of a wiki for everything in NetHack. Yeah, it's really neat. It's actually in the game too. You can like look at I mean, not the same as in the wiki, but a lot of creatures you can look at and the game will give you a little blurb about them basically. So what are all these guys in the center again? I gotta remember. Again, it's probably not really a threat, but I would like to be aware of what's here. Yeah, alright. Balrog sounds scary, but I've eaten them before. Alright. Yeah, it's definitely cool, the lore within the wiki and in the game as well. Floating eye, is that what that is? Shocking sphere, okay. So anyway, I started blasting. The dragon is shooting poison at me. I'm coughing and blind, but that's fine. Blinding is good in a way. I can see things better. I have to shoot magic missiles some more. I'm standing in the cloud. Is that a water elemental? Yep, we'll shoot him too. Bang. A Wumpus. Bang. You have an uncanny feeling. I'm going to put on levitate again. This one is a rock, is it? Balrog. Okay. Time to die, Balrog. Takes 2 magic missiles. It's still kicking. The third one finishes it off. All right. I'm levitating. Just like a sanity check. I'm levitating. Let's poke around. But I don't have these any more teleport wands that I really would like to find. I might just have to do without. I always wish for one, but that seems like such a waste. And really, it's like I need like 3 or 4 of them. One more isn't really going to make a huge difference. All right, so I guess we have the Wand of Digging once again. Zap, Wand of Digging down. Hello, red guy, you're a rock. Shoot him. All right, it's a Vampire Lord. Kill it. Okay, we're levitating. Confirmed. You know, it's a loose board below you. An egg. I'm going to magical breathing. I've already got one. Wiki board. Let's remove levitation and go up the stairs. Might as well put on another ring of some sort. I guess I'll just default to my slow digestion. Up we go. We're in. It's level 2 of the Wizard's Tower, which you can see here in the wiki. We have a zoo in the middle. Treasure zoo. Yeah. That should be no problem. A random amulet in the small center room in the center. Sorry, the small room in the center left. Right here. There are 2 scrolls, 2 potions, and a spellbook. A spellbook could be good. Anti-magic trap, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we gotta find the right secret doors. Let's start with this. Cast my light spell as we go. Speaking of lights, I might want to drop some of the lamps I have. They're kind of not helping me, and they're pretty heavy. I might want to keep one. I don't know. Okay, anti-magic field. It did tell us there was going to be one of those. Okay, here's the treasure zoo. Looks like a lot, but it shouldn't be an issue. The biggest issue is there anything peaceful that I might accidentally kill? And do we want to try to preserve this nurse? I feel like I might as well. All right, in that case, I don't want to shoot the nurse. That means I have to worry about my aiming. I can like shoot down here and it's gonna bounce like this. Yeah, that'll not kill a nurse. Looks like we have 2 more white at symbols. Soldier, soldier. Right, so soldier, soldier, gray elf, and nurse. Let's start blasting. This Ruti. What's that number 5? You feel aggravated at the invisible lieutenant. Kill the warhorse, kill the glass golem. Okay. Step back to fight one at a time, maybe. That's a Marilith in front of me, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of paranoid about hitting the nurse, but I don't know, I shouldn't be super careful. Like, it's... Every time you hit somebody with a ray, it reduces its range, I believe, by like 1 or 2 or something like that. So I might not even hit the nurse, but I don't know. Let's step back 1 and then shoot. All right, you kill the Marilith, you kill the Forest Centaur, you kill the Shockings here. That's good. I shouldn't go next to a Disenchanter and a Cicatrice willingly. That's not too smart. Okay. That's a soldier. Nurse is out of the range. That's good. She's off to the left here. Let's just shoot another magic missile. All right. Oh. Disenchanter's still around. I don't like that. Shoot it again. Okay, now I killed it. All right. This gremlin, my friend, or not? It's peaceful. Ooh. Slurping sound. That's a gelatinous cube eating potentially good items. So I don't like that. It's amusing looking at their tactics. Like, this lieutenant is trying to stab me with a lance from 2 spaces away. They can do that. All right, I don't see the gremlin. I'm just going to shoot down. Could be using death rays. the magic missiles are just so inexpensive that I like charge up as I'm casting it repeatedly, so it feels quite economical. Oh, I don't want to hit the peaceful gray elf. Another rock. Rock is trying to flee with a wand of digging, but the floor here is too hard to dig into. Hellhound pup. Crocodile turns to flee. Who's this at symbol? An incubus, okay. cockatrice. All right, the friendly gremlin is over here. There's no. Who's the number 2? I'm just gonna shoot downward. Try to kill some cockatrices. Kill the cockatrice. Kill the water elemental. Kill the cockatrice. Perfect. Got an owlbear, Etten, tiger, peaceful quasit, who I don't want to bother. All right, rust monster. The Etten is being a jerk. The warg. What do we got here? Ezro. Gotta walk on eggshells because of these peaceful critters. Alright, don't want to mess with the cockatrice. Pretty much my whole career playing NETHACK, I've always been like, whoa, don't want to mess with the cockatrice. And I can't remember them ever actually killing me. If they have, maybe like once or twice. But I'm always like, whoa, and I shoot them and they're dead. I think the corpses are more dangerous, honestly. Alright, so let me just look around. I don't want to hit the peaceful gremlin. Or the peaceful green elf. Alright, I'm going to step to the right. And yeah, shoot the cockatrice this way. Perfecto. Vampire bat. It's actually a vampire. What a surprise. Rust monster. Who's the number 3 coming out? Peek under my towel and see. Okay, so I'll look high. Rock troll, actually. Kill the rock troll. Here comes a tiger. And who are you, Incubus? Yep. Who are you? Soldier. Let's check out the loot. Ring of Searching. A bunch of junk. K rations, C rations, junk. I could eat somebody here. Lembus wafers. Food ration. I'm in the mood for some lembas. You have a hard time getting it all down. Little goes a long way. You feel clumsy. Once again, I'll apply the unicorn horn because of that. Got some cickatrices coming up. A Hezro, cickatrice, peaceful gremlin who I don't want to hurt. All right. Cickatrice dead. Who's the number 4? Come on, number 4. Kill the troll. Hello, nurse. What am I going to do with you, nurse? Or maybe I can lead her out through here and close the door and lock her on the other side of it. So I can get back to her later. Come here, nurse. Oh, come on. Don't run away. Oh. She probably can't see me. I'm invisible. That's why she attacks a spot nearby. All right, cickatrice. I'll shoot it. Soldier over here. Come on, nurse. Cickatrice and some sort of snake. Is a pit viper, specifically. She's coming. Ah. Oh, man. Oh, well. Just step to the right, at least, and then I'll be done. I'll just move past her. She's being a pain right now. Don't make me have to kill you. She has a good 2-hit roll. She hits me quite often, even though I have negative 36 armor class. What is her 2-hit roll? It's crazy. Yes, yes. All right, close the door. I'll get back to you. I'm going to apply the skeleton key just in case she tries to open it. All right, another vampire bat. A pile of corpses. Ogre. A pair of lenses. Excuse me. Slowed down by my enormous pile of cash. I'm carrying Uncle Scrooge's money bin in my bag, essentially. Ogre. Oh my god, all this money. What am I going to do with it? Yeah, I can't carry this even in the bag of holding and be non-burdened. Well, if I am going to try to leave with a good amount of money to get my points up, I have to sacrifice other things. So what would those things be? You know, full healing potions are fantastic, but it's kind of like to lug them all around, it might not be worth it. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna ditch a levitation. Not gonna use that, and I could probably ditch a couple of holy waters, but I'm not using these daggers at all, especially the rusty ones. I'll drop the rusties. Tempted to just get rid of all the daggers at this point. It came in handy in rare occasion. I can't remember why. I think I think because I didn't have my armor on that provides reflection, so I wanted to attack something, and maybe it was a rust monster, so I used I just threw daggers instead of using my magic missile. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I don't need this many scrolls of teleport anymore. I'm trying to think if I even have any use case for them. Yeah, I mean, I'll just drop, let's say 4 of those. I don't know. The cursed ones are. What are they good for? There's some use case for those. I'm trying to remember what. That's right. The curse will make you level teleport. And how does that work with teleport control? That seems like a cheat code for the whole escape the dungeon thing after you get the Amulet of Yendor, but it's got to be a limitation. Oh, yeah, that's right. That Amulet of Yendor blocks level teleports. Okay, there you go. It's right there. Doesn't seem like I have much use for that then. I'll keep one on hand anyway. I'm gonna drop one. So that maybe I'll keep 3 uncursed scroll of teleport. That's like more than I need already. But the scrolls are not the heavy thing. I probably don't need 13k rations. I could just eat the royal jelly and try to get my free max HP from them. Blah. Which of these spell books can I ditch? These are all nice to have. Do I know remove curse at the moment? I don't. I'm tempted to just read it and then drop it. It'll probably last me the rest of the game. I think I have a couple scrolls to remove curse. Worst case, I can just write those. Yeah, I've got 2 of those. All right, so I'm going to ditch the spellbook of curse. Let me just clear out this room of any nasty. There might be some nasties here still. Everything's peaceful. I don't know what the number 1 is, though. Scorpion, okay. Scroll of gold detection. Small mimic. Some more gold. Spellbook of create monster. Do I know that? Oh, it's gone. Maybe I'll just read it while it's here. All right, am I safe? Is everybody peaceful? It looks like it. I'm surrounded by friends. I'm gonna read books. It's story time. Yeah, let's read create monster because it's here. Don't have any real use for that. I'm gonna take out remove curse. Read that. And drop that. Drop that. Cool. Right, I dropped the wrong thing. Gold detection. Gold detection can be useful in the last couple of levels to find something. Is it the portal that it helps find? Yeah, I got a few gold detection already. Let me remind myself of what that's used for. Well, I gotta head to bed soon, but maybe we'll get to the Wizard of Yendor first. That would be a good goal for the evening. So these are good. Yeah. Trap detection from the scrolls are most often employed for Gehenna mapping, particularly finding the entrance to the wizard's tower. Well, okay. I already did that. As well as the vibrating square. Yeah, that's right. It helps to find the vibrating square and very commonly used to find the magic portals of the elemental plane. Yeah, I remember it could be there's at least one of these levels I spent like an hour on, maybe 2 hours. I couldn't find the thing I needed and it was tricky. So, right. I guess, yeah, having 4 or 5 of them is probably a good idea. Which is about what I have. I got 2 blessed, 2 uncursed. I can put I have the other blessed on my person. I can put in the bag of holding. All right, cool, cool, cool. What else was I going to do? I dropped those spell books. I should probably annotate that they're here just in case. Remove curse, create monster. Where am I? You're here at level 43. All right. So, spellbook of remove curse, spellbook of create monster. What are these rings? Did I check them out? A ring. Fire resistance, don't need it. All right, ring of hunger. That's useful. All right, trying to figure out the burden stuff before we move on. In other words, what do I want to drop? All right, I just put the royal jelly in the bag of holding and I'm good for now. Where's the secret door? It is down here. Gremlin's bothering me. Hellhound's shooting fire at me. I'll shoot right back. Boom. See invisible. Pure. An amulet I don't know. Okay. Reflection. Oh, well, that's a great amulet if you don't have reflection. But armor provides it. Part of me goes, what if there's a situation where I wouldn't have the armor on and I would desperately need reflection, so I should hang on to this. It's not the worst thought in the world. I think I'll just drop it, though, and annotate. In case I'm really desperate, I need to run back here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to restate all these guys, though, so. Amulet of reflection. Okay. Potion of water. Just water. Hello, troll opening the door. Purple worm. Oh. It actually engulfed me, but then it spit me out immediately because it doesn't like my taste. Why is that? I'm not complaining, but these things, if they engulf you, by the way, they automatically kill you in a matter of turns. It's easy to get out because you can blast a wand of digging, and then they spit you out and they have 1 hit point because you dig through their stomach with that. But why did it spit me out immediately? Just kind of curious. Oh, wearing a ring of slow digestion will prevent a purple worm from engulfing you in the first place. I guess that's what that message meant. I'm canceling out his digestion of me. All right, so he's not a threat then. I'll just stab it. Takes a lot of stabbing, though. All right, onward to the next level. Is the wizard on the next level? Probably good to be aware of that before. Yeah, he is there. Ooh. Oh my goodness. The Wizard of Yendor. He's approaching. I'm approaching him. Occupies the center of the small tower, standing on the Book of the Dead. Fortunately for me, I have genocided all sea creatures because the moat contains 4 giant eels, 4 krakens, and 2 piranhas. Randomly placed around the mapped area are 4 random demons, a random dragon, a random giant, 3 random spell books. Ooh, I want some random wands, though. I really want these wands of teleport. I'm thinking I'm not going to get to have them. Wizard's Tower contains many reasons to clear it out, but you can avoid most of it if you want. All right. Well, I'm going to face the wizard in a moment. What are these red lines? The only entrance to the walkway surrounding the moat is to be a secret door randomly located in the west, east, or south walls. Okay, these lines shown in red. One of these squares is going to have a secret door. All right. This is exciting, guys. There's only 2 of you watching. To me, this is definitely an exciting moment. I think last time I had like 20 people watching me nurse farm. Or nurse dance, whatever you want to call it. But now I'm like approaching the Wizard of Yendor. But I appreciate you guys are here. I guess it's you, Verdant Sun, and probably Eric. So thanks, guys, for hanging out with me here. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking I want to put on another ring just to beef up my chances of something here. I guess I'll probably need levitation to cross the moat. I'll keep my free action on. Really, it's probably not going to cause me much trouble. It's mostly about, does he summon Demogorgon, or he actually has a spell called Double Trouble that he clones himself, and then each of those Wizards of Yendors could summon, say, Demogorgon or whatever. So that's kind of the main concern. Yeah, most of the effects I can cancel with either automatically or with like a 90% probability. He does cast Destroy Armor. And I forget if I automatically cancel that with my magic protection. I think I do. Yeah, you have magic, not magic protection, magic resistance. Yeah. That fully protects your armor. Okay, that's good. That was so annoying when I've definitely played games where I wasn't prepared for that, and like I would find liches that just zap my armor away. It could be something that I built up carefully and that's very special, like for example this +5 pair of golems and dexterity. Just one spell cast, it's gone. Some of these monsters are so nasty. And Dan the Man says, is the Wizard of Yendor really short, trying to reach something? Why is he standing on a book? That's a good question. So hey Dan, I guess it's you invertent here. Maybe Eric as well. Sometimes YouTube lies to me. All right. I guess I'm just gonna go. I mean, is there anything I want to have on my person just in case? I don't really think it matters much. I could have a spare life saving handy. I don't think I think it's fine if I have to fish through the bag of holding or for whatever reason. I think I should just go for it. I have a couple of wands I don't need. Whatever, I'm not burdened right now. Let's just go. All right, here we go. Secret door. Spiked pit. Here's a long worm. I'm chopping up long worms left and right. There's a lot of long worms. Or is it just two? I guess just two. What have we here? Fire giant, yellow dragon, magic missile, magic missile, magic missile. Okay, killed them both. Yellow dragon scales. Worthless green glass, fire giant corpse. Who do we got here? Marilith and Pit Fiend. Okay, line up for the magic missile, folks. They're not moving. Potion of water. Kill the Marilith. You feel vibrations. That's not the vibrating square, is it? Let me just check that message. Oh, I mean, the beam type weapon was zapped. But it was blocked by a door while out of your sight, so I only heard it. Boom. Someone shot a beam at a door. Trying to think where that could even be. Where's it? Maybe one of the secret doors I haven't discovered yet. Oh man, I drank a potion and gained level. I wanted that. Mostly for cursing it. It looks uneasy from the potion of gain. Well, maybe it was cursed. Yeah. Oh man, I could have taken that from him. I should have just zapped him. I was stabbing him. I figured out he's kind of weak. Not something to worry about. But if I had killed him faster, he wouldn't have been able to drink that potion. I would have yet another cursed potion to gain level to help me rise up in levels at the end. One of striking. I just really want to teleport, guys. Oh, spellbook Indigo. I don't know this one. Is cure blindness. All right, it's one of the things where it's like, sure, I'll read it, but don't care a whole lot. Not even going to annotate that one. Elemental? Invisible Stalker. Okay. trapper. Got my trapper keeper. Who are you? Okay. Potion of sickness. Another trapper. They're trying to get me with these trappers, but they're not really that dangerous, guys. All right, a new spellbook to check out. Spellbook of cancellation. Sure. I should just read that and then drop the wand of cancellation. They don't have to worry about putting that in the bag of holding it forever for the rest of the game. Honestly, I don't see myself using this spell often. Like any kind of cancellation. It can definitely be useful if you can't handle something nasty like a disenchanter or a green slime, but I'm just magic missiling them to death. Anyway, I'm gonna read that. I think I'm literally just gonna do. I'm gonna drop the spell book too. I'm gonna drop the freaking wand of cancellation. I just don't like having that anymore. All right, so that's out of the way. So we're about there. Oh yeah, that. The problem is not that the gremlins are dangerous, it's that they get in the way, and I can't kill them because they're peaceful. But if I do, that damages my alignment and luck. They keep cloning, they multiply at the water. So, I mean, I guess once I find the secret door here, they can at least spill out into this room and down the hallways and stuff. It's gonna make this moment that's supposed to feel like an epic battle be like herding gremlins instead. Let's herd the sheep. Let's hear. Should I go here and kill this storm giant or whatever? Or check him out? Where's that secret door? That's from the top left. I'm blind. I forgot I left the towel on. A ruby, sure. All right, let's go, I guess gremlin herding. All right. Black Dragon's trying to do his best to disintegrate me. Is there anything else I can do to get rid of them? I mean, if I had more wands of teleport, which again is the main thing I'm worried about not having, I could zap them out of the way. Just make them teleport away. But yeah, I think I just have to sort of herd them around. Okay. Come on, gremlins. Problem is that they free space. There's going to be more room for them to move around and step into the water and multiply some more. Run away, run away. What the heck is that? Besides the Monty Python reference. Oh, I mean the graveyard area. That's one of those just scary ambient messages it gives you in a graveyard. Dan says you should be able to command the gremlins as your minion army if you can't kill them or make them fight each other. I could tame them. I have the charm monster spell, don't I? Did I forget that? I can still cast that. Should I make them my pets? It's almost as annoying. I just want them to not be here. They're still going to get in my way in that case. Anyway, because of the moat, let me just get on the levitation wand. I don't really care about digestion at the moment. Levitation ring. Did I say wand? Let's see if I can squeeze in here. This is stupid. What is the white mimic? The statue of a small mimic in water. Okay, fine. Invisible black light makes me kaleidoscopic. Use the unicorn horn. Right, now we can see things for what they are again. Kill the giant mimic. Vampire bat. Vortex. Is that a Wraith? Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to risk them draining my levels, even if it's unlikely, but Gremlin's making my life painful here. If your luck... I'm actually trying to remember if I have the Blessed Luck Stone, is it... Will my luck not go down? My alignment I'm not actually concerned about, because that's mostly about praying, and I can't pray and get ahead of him anyway. And it comes back over time, your alignment, but... Alright, so Blessed will prevent positive luck from timing out. But it's not going to prevent loss of luck from killing peaceful critters. Hey, maybe this dragon will kill them for me. I'll just let it burn them all. It'll try to shoot me and kill gremlins in the process. There's a wraith next to me. You hear a slurping sound. Gelatinous cube again, I think. Come on, dragon. Kill some gremlins. I should just do something about this wraith. Do I have anything that can kill it without accidentally hitting these gremlins? I feel like I would just have to stab it. That's like the best I can do. I could do a force bolt, which doesn't bounce. Like if I go up one, I can fire down and to the left at the wraith. I think my stabbing is probably more damaging though. At this point, I'm just gonna stab it. You hit the wraith. Looks like it's retreating. And number 2 is the wraith. Anyway, let's deal with the invisible Balrog beating me up. I'm actually taking some damage here. Okay, I got rid of that. Took care of that invisible Balrog. You know what? I can just force bolt to my left since I won't hit anybody. I think I won't hit anybody. Cool, I killed the wraith. Alright, cool. Alright. Where's that dragon? I want him to kill these gremlins for me. It's also getting rid of the moat. You can see it says some water evaporates. So it's burning away or boiling away the ocean. Not the ocean, the moat. Hello, glass piercer. I don't know, maybe I should just go for it at this point. Let's put on the towel to take a look around. I'm concerned about is I'm going to be scared to zap the Wizard of Yendor with the death ray because I'll be like, oh, what if I hit some gremlins? So stupid. I mean, if it comes down to it, it's probably best just to go ahead and do it anyway. But I feel much better with these guys out of the way. I'm not sure the dragons actually hit any of them yet. Let me try dancing around a little bit more and see what I can do. Come on, dragon. I don't know. It might not be shooting at me when there's a dragon between us. Well. Do I need digging to get in there or just a secret door? The only entrance. Okay. So one of these is a secret door. I think that's what it's saying. I'm saying it says the walkway around the moat has one of those random secret doors. But how do you get into the center of the tower? I mean, I can easily just try a lot of digging. I'm surprised the wiki here isn't really saying. All walls are undiggable and unfadable, save those of the small central tower. Okay, so I can dig through the central tower here. Stop biting me. Start shooting and killing gremlins. I don't think a gremlin got killed there. I'm just blind, so I'm not seeing it getting killed. Let's take off my blindfold. Yeah, kill them. Kill these gremlins. Try to get me. I'm a bit... Stop biting me though. You gotta breathe fire. Come on. That's what you do. You're a fire-breathing dragon. Who's that number 5 down there? Storm giant. Where'd he come from? I know, monsters spawn in the game. That's just how it is. Yay, he killed a gremlin with a bolt of cold. Alright, we got 2 guys blasting deadly rays. Come here, storm giant. Help me clear out these gremlins. Yeah, this is fun. Between the dragon and the storm giant, hopefully we'll get rid of these buggers. I love how I can't directly kill them, but I can passive aggressively lead some dragons and storm giants around so that they zap them to death. Come on, storm giant, get back over here. Wait, threw a boulder at a gremlin that time. I can't push the boulder because I am levitating. Okay. There, I just filled the moat by pushing the boulder into it. That's fun. I'm going to put on levitating anyway. I'm levitating once again. Clumsy once again. Keep abusing my dexterity. Okay, it's back. Kill more gremlins. Kill more gremlins. What time are we at? 12:19. Alright, so yeah, I do gotta wrap up this stream soon. I guess as soon as I deal with the Wizard of Yendor, I'll call it a stream. I hate that I have to do this strange dance. It's hilarious though. Come on, Storm Giant, get your butt over here. I love that I don't have to even worry about these dragons and storm giants and stuff. Can you make the dragon your pet? Asks Dan. That would I could, but I'm not sure if it would intentionally attack the gremlins if they're peaceful. It might. Yeah, I guess when you have like that might be a good point. If you have like a dog and you're like in the gnomish mines and the gnomes are your friends, it'll just kill them. I wonder if a tame dragon or storm giant would also kill the gremlins. Yeah, let's try it. I have the charm monster spell, so I won't be wasting anything really. It is letter S. I could do it on either one of these guys. Now I have a new dragon hanging out here, by the way. All right, let's do it right now because there's nobody else next to me. Let's do charm monster. The neighborhood is friendlier. Yeah, look, this dragon's my pet. All right, start killing gremlins, please. I was actually fighting that other dragon. The black dragon. What's this? Scroll of enchant weapon. I can't really use that. Where's this dragon? Black dragon. Oh, well, the black dragon killed the red dragon. Oh, well. Maybe I should make the black dragon my friend. I will charm you now. That's interesting. The neighborhood is friendlier. It just dropped all that stuff. It was collecting stuff. Then when I charmed it, it put all the stuff down. All right, so kill gremlins, please. I don't think it wants to kill them. Oh well. It looks like a lot of them are dead. Actually, much of them must have gotten caught up in the crossfire or something like that. You know, this black dragon might not be a bad pet. I wonder if he can just disintegrate the Wizard of Yendor. Even though I can deal with him with my own stuff. But he is resistant to what? He has... Let's see, Wizard of Yendor. Does he only have fire and poison resistance? I guess I have really high magic resistance, though. MR, base MR. So yeah, the black dragon can probably disintegrate him. All right, I think I'm going to go for it. Let's go for it. I'm going to go for the wizard now. With my pet dragon. Which way do we want to approach from? Is the dragon going in the water just fine, or is he not able to? That's kind of important. Yeah, I think he can't cross the water. We made this little bridge here. So let's enter from here. I'll dig to the left. I guess I'm doing it, guys. Time for the Wizard of Yendor. So let's apply wand of, not apply, but zap wand of digging to my left. Zap another one. Whoa. The Wizard of Yendor hits. The Wizard of Yendor casts a spell. Destroy the thief, my pet. The vampire bat bites. Hellhound breathes fire. Blast of fire hits the Wizard of Yendor. Alright. So let's see what we've got summoned here. That's kind of important. The Wizard of Yendor is this purple dude. Made a green dragon. Vampire bat. Etten. Owlbear. Aliax is kind of angel. Coatl kind of angel. Don't know what this guy is. Iron Golem. I think I'm pretty fine here. I think I'm just going to shoot a death ray to my left and take it from there. Okay, so Finger of Death. Here it comes. I'm just going to be paranoid and make sure I have my Silver Dragon Scale Mail. I don't know why it wouldn't be. I guess I'm just excited and nervous. All right, Finger of Death to my left. Boom. You killed the Wizard of Yendor. You killed the Hellhound. All right, that's that. But there's a lot of other guys to deal with. Magic missile, some stuff. Green dragon. Let's get rid of the. I mean, I can make more things with my pets with charm monster. Let's do it. Charm monster. The neighborhood is friendlier. Another storm giant. You have a sad feeling for a moment, but it passes. One of my guys died. I don't really care. Tame Coatl, tame green dragon. Got blind from the poison. All right. So I got him. I just gotta get the. I guess the book is right here. Get it. I don't care about being in the poison really too much. Let's remove levitation so I can pick up the book. It's a spell book. Let's get out the poison now. Apply unicorn horn. Vampire bat turns into a vampire lord, wherever he might be. Oh, I see him over here. Okay. can see you again. All right, I'm still standing in poison, however. Okay, now the poison's gone. All right. What is this wand? And that's in the water. I gotta be. Oh, I dug that. There's no water there, is what I'm getting in here. All right, let me just verify that if I can. Yeah, let's check the wand situation there. Let's identify the spell book. It is the Uncursed Book of the Dead. Storm Giant, out of my way. Oh man, this dragon's being a pain with his poison. Let's just kill that. Where'd that wand go? Maybe something took it. All right. I think it's a digging wand. All right. Aliax. Etin. Right then, a whole pile of garbage. All right, we got the Book of the Dead. Woo! Now I gotta deal with my burden situation once again. Can I put the Book of the Dead in? You cannot. All right. All right. So now, yeah, now it's time to juggle equipment again. Unfortunately, to not be burdened is paramount. And then I'm tired. I'm like, oh, I really got to deal with all this crap. All right, I don't know. It might be time for me to call it a night. But hey, we killed the Wizard of Yendor. He was no problem, really. Yeah, exactly. Dan says the Wizard of Yendor equals Weakling of Yendor. No trouble for the mighty. You know, he's gonna keep resurrecting though, and he gets stronger each time, basically. He's gonna harass me as I go up in level and be a general pain in the ass. I still have to find the vibrating square, etc. I think this is the time for me to call it, just because I'm so tired, and I don't want to make any bad decisions. But yeah, I'll have to, excuse me, make myself unburdened first thing. It might just come down to I need to dish some of the gold. I don't know. There's definitely some junk here I'm never going to use. +1 ring of constitution, polymorph ring, ring of searching. I don't think I need wand of undead turning or all these oil lamps. They're heavy. I can like ditch. It might be good to have one oil lamp just so I don't have to cast the light spell for like tense moments when there's a lot of monsters or whatnot. I can just leave the lamp on instead of spending a turn to cast a light spell. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to leave those decisions till next time. Wow, look at all those jewels I got. Or like, you know, stones, I guess. Cool. So the Wizard of Yendor has been defeated for the first time. Yeah, thanks, Dan. Reach your goal for tonight and no exploding bag of holding. That's always a good thing. And you know what? I tossed the wand of cancellation. I said, screw it. I just don't want it anymore. It's great to have when you're in a jam. I just feel like somehow I don't get in those jams. It's anything that has a special sort of attack, like a disenchanter, you know, canceling your pluses on your equipment, or like I guess a green slot. Maybe I should be using it more, but I know the spell now, at least until it expires. So you know, hopefully, actually, my fail. Okay, my fail rate on the cancellation spell is terrible. 83%, because I'm just not good at matter. The category of spells called matter. Well, I'll consider picking up the wand again. I don't know. But for now, it is time to say goodnight. So, excuse me. Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna pick this up next week. I want to I want to get through this game, and then I'll have it done, and I'll set it aside for who knows how long. What I often do after I beat this game, or after I have a really promising run and die, is I'm like, all right, not playing this for a long time. I just set it aside for a while. But yeah, hopefully I can beat it. All right. Well, that's all for tonight. So thanks, Dan, for hanging out. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Verdant Sun. Whoever else might be here. It only says one viewer. Pretty quiet stream tonight, but that's all right. I'll maybe see you guys on Saturday or next old games on a weekday. All right. Take care. Good night.